Welcome back to Ben Salutes, and when I was a kid, the cup was always half full. Well, time for a different kind of salute. This time, I'm not saluting something from the entertainment industry. I would like to take a break and salute the best reason to wake up in the morning. This time, I'm saluting something that's been a part of every human since the invention of viable foods. I'm of course talking about breakfast cereals. Words cannot describe the awesomeness of cereals. Cereals are one of the reasons why adults wish to be kids again. Cereals were first created sometime in the late 1800s, and they've been delighting breakfast eaters since then. One great thing about cereals is that everybody can eat them. Sure, they're made for kids a majority of the time, but what's stopping your parents from stealing your Cheerios from you? Anyway, cereals are great for both kids and adults because they contain lots of vitamins and minerals to help you get ready for your day. Another great thing about cereals is there is a wide variety of them. They have whole aisles dedicated to just cereals at your local grocery stores. Wow, that's what I call devotion. There's a few more things we'll get into about cereals later, but I'll take a time to talk about why I love cereals so much. Cereals have been such a big part of my childhood. I remember since I first grew teeth I've been eating cereals. I remember my mom used to buy me Fruit Loops and Frosted Flakes all the time when I was little. I remember as I grew older, I ate more and more cereals. My diet was dedicated so much to cereals, there were only 3 food groups to me: Kellogg's, Post, and General Mills. I ate so much cereal, I practically bled milk. A lot of times before I developed a sense of tasting good food, my mom used to make foods that I didn't like for supper, so I gladly jumped at the idea of just having cereal for dinner. Life was good. Heck, not too long ago I even used to wake up sometimes at midnight to have myself a midnight snack of cereal. But I stopped doing it because I started to become less hungry as I grew older. Cereal was my best pal, and of course, I'm still eating cereals to this day, trying every new cereal that comes out. Cereal's the only thing I'm going to eat for breakfast for the rest of my life. Even when I'm old and I can't eat hard food, I'm going to request cereal to be grinded up and pumped into my bloodstream. Yes, I'm going that far. I think the main reason why cereals have lasted as long as they did is due to the mascots. Cereal mascots are what drive us to want to try the cereals, and with their great commercials and awesome personalities. Sure, everybody knows Tony the Tiger, Snap, Crackle, and Pop, and Toucan Sam, but I want to take some time to salute some of the lesser known cereal mascots, as well as some of my personal favorites. Sugar Bear is awesome because he's laid back and smooth, but when he eats some Golden Crisp, I would get out of his way. Waffle Boy is one of the most recent cereal mascots. I don't even think he's been in any commercials yet. All I know is, he's great. I love that smile of his. I can't remember this character's name, but he's one of the underrated cereal mascots. I remember one time I was looking up old commercials and I stumbled upon an old Honey Smacks commercial. I love his voice, and I wish he made more appearances. One weird thing though, why is a frog advertising a honey-based cereal? Who cares, it's cereal. I love Sonny because he makes addictions fun. I can't take it anymore. Would somebody please give that rabbit some friggin' cereal? Please. All he wants is some drinks. What's wrong with that? It's not gonna hurt anyone. Give him some cereal, dag friggin' nabbit. Well, those are some of my favorite cereal mascots. The great thing about these mascots are that they're advertised in clever, hilarious, and creative commercials. Toucan Sam is mostly seeing commercials that involve him and his nephews going on adventures. Buzz Bee is mostly seeing commercials where you can solve any problem by just saying the key word, nuts and honey. And the Trix Rabbit, give him cereal! Now for the moment you've all been waiting for. Time for me to review every single cereal I tried. Yes, I'm going there. Let's start with Kellogg's. The former sponsor of the Woody Woodpecker show gives us probably the most popular cereals ever. This one seems to be the favorite among cereal fans. I love them because they're nice flakes that are juiced up with sugar that make me want to run a marathon upon eating. I'm afraid of what might happen to Tony if tigers become extinct. Save the tigers! The cereal that made misspelling fruit cool. They give me a nice fruit taste that stays in my mouth the whole day, and I love it. I find it ironic, though, that the commercials have Sam following his nose to Fruit Loops when the loops themselves have barely any scent. Oh well. Kellogg's is pride and joy. This cereal is for people who don't want any taste. I'm not one of those people. Put some sugar on those bad boys and you're all set. The cereal that used to drive every teenager crazy. What's great about these things is they're the first thing to give a taste to the color yellow. The only way to get kids to eat something with apple in the name. I love them, but I feel cheated. They don't taste like apples. When I hear Apple Jacks, I want apples. Give me apples! Seeing as how I don't like cereals with barely any taste, I prefer its cousin. Now this is more like it. Me being a chocoholic, I love my chocolate cereals. Chocolate, chocolate, chocolate! Had these for the first time not too long ago. I think they're a rip-off of Golden Crisp. I don't even think they taste like honey. But I do love the mascot, as you heard before. I don't normally like healthy cereals, but this one, I'll make an exception. Every time I eat these, I know I'm getting my daily amount of fiber, and I'm full and focused. It's the perfect cereal to eat when standardized tests are approaching. My favorite kind is Strawberry Delight. I love strawberries, almost as much as chocolate. Chocolate! I love raisins. I love bran. I love Raisin Bran. Now we move on to the former sponsor of Rocky and Bullwinkle, General Mills. Put sugar on them and you're set. Yes, I love bananas, strawberry, and chocolate. But dang, these cost you an arm and a leg. Ah, this cereal is addicting. But I've gone 1 year without eating them. Thank you. It wasn't easy, but I did it. Now to celebrate, I'm going to go eat some more. Cookies are awesome. Cereal are awesome. Cookie cereal? Epic. Also addicting. Has so much cinnamon in it, your organs turn into it. But I digress. This cereal is great, but it sucks that they got rid of Wendell. I'm cuckoo for chocolate! Quite possibly my favorite cereal. Why? 'Cause it's chocolate! Best excuse for having candy for breakfast. Give the rabbit this amazing cereal already! After tasting these, you'll understand why they're after his Lucky Charms. More chocolate! But they don't make this anymore. What is it about cereal bunnies that always makes me cry? Now on to the former sponsor of the Bugs Bunny show, Post! Another healthy cereal that I love, mostly because of the crunch, and the honey, and the strawberries! This week marks the first time in my life I've tried this cereal, and I love it! I love the taste of maple syrup. Oh, these were my favorite when I was a kid. They were so good. Sucks they don't have them anymore. A society without Oreo O's is a crappy society. The Pebbles cereals are the cereals that got me into the Flintstones. Fruity Pebbles are great and fruity. Marshmallow Pebbles have the most marshmallows ever. And Cocoa Pebbles are chocolate! Of course, I love the taste of brown sugar in the morning. I used to love the commercials for not the honeyest of honey cereals, but it's still good. Now to salute a cereal that's not made by the three main cereal groups, Captain Crunch. I love the original because it has its own unique taste that I can't describe, and it's nice and crunchy, so when I'm chewing it, I don't have to hear my neighbor blasting his Miley Cyrus music. I don't care if they're the most unhealthy cereal ever. These are awesome! I love peanut butter, and so I love Peanut Butter Crunch. And of course, there was the amazing cereal that was Cocoa Doughnut Cruch. Whoever made this are plain genius. Chocolate, donuts, crunch. It's amazing, but they also don't make these anymore. No! Oh well. So, that's my salute on breakfast cereals. Cereals have come a long way and are still going places. I'm going to follow them all the way through it. And with the increasing number of soccer moms trying to ban the most amazing cereals because they're quote-unquote unhealthy, I'm going to fight for my cereals that I love, no matter how much moms complain about them. They tried to ban one of my favorites, Captain Crunch, but it didn't work. Which just goes to show, you're messing with the wrong kind of people. We're the breakfast people, and we love our cereals. Don't mess with us. I'm Ben, and I'm signing out. I'm gonna go join Chocoholics Anonymous. Chocolate!